Today I want to quickly focus on the olive trees that we are planting, and then most importantly the ground cover Balsem Kopiva Bulbine frutescens. Now before we get to the Balsem Kopiva, quickly want to tell you something about the soil that we are using here. A year ago we dug these pits here to infiltrate the groundwater. Then later on we added worm castings and worms in here. And as we dug this hole for this olive tree here, we found some of the worms still alive. And we also are digging on the other side of the farm. Now, there is no way that you can dig the way Moremi digs now without either some sort of pick or some sort of steel pole, we call it a guala, to dig in. There's no way that the soil is this soft. And it also wasn't this soft when we were digging here. While we take out the Bulbine frutescens, if I pronounce that correctly, snake plant or jelly plant, I quickly want to tell you about it. We in Afrikaans call it the Balsem Kopiva, and we actually get a medicine that's made from it. Now it is used for various things, including, I want to read quickly for you from a website. Just 1 second. Okay, so this plant is ideal to grow, and it is useful first aid remedy for children's daily knocks and scrapes. The Rastafarians make an infusion of a few fresh leaves in a cup of boiling water. The strained drink is taken for coughs, colds and arthritis. It's also used for cracked lips, acne, cold sores, mouth ulcers and areas of cracked skin. Now, to duplicate it or make it more, I just quickly want to break it apart for you to show you what the roots look like. To make it more, basically what you do is you open it up, and you can see if you take it apart nicely, you'll get little clumps like that. That's got little roots. Sorry, Hendrik is a very popular person today. Hey Hendrik, are you popular? All the girls famous. And so Hendrik, just keep the camera for me quickly. Hold it. I just quickly want to show them. So it's got, if you break it apart like this, it's got a little bit of a jelly inside, and you can then, I've got a very soft skin, so with my work I often get hurt, and then you can use it on your skin like that. There's also one South African company that does use this to make medicine, but I couldn't find any other. So I'm not sure exactly how to turn this into medicine, but it's worth the while to experiment, because this grows very well in our climate. It is a fantastic ground cover. It is a succulent, so it becomes more and more and more. It's very useful as a pot plant. It's very useful as a ground cover, and it is actually quite expensive to sell as a medicine or to sell as a plant. So, and it's not that difficult to propagate. So for us to use this as a ground cover around our trees, like we'll do with the olive now, you can see Moremi now did split it apart like that, and as he was splitting it, all the soil came off the roots. You just put it in like that, and each little clump will then become a lot more. By the way, for this olive tree I want to thank Steve Johnson that bought me 7 coffees yesterday to pay for the tree. Now I really appreciate all the money coming in from YouTube, but I do make a lot more if you send me the money from via buy me a coffee, and it really helps me out. So our idea is to spread permaculture throughout Africa, and we have got a little site coming up here, and we do make a little bit of progress, and it's all because of people like Steve and our subscribers on Buy Me a Coffee and our members on the YouTube channel. It really does help to pay for these guys' salaries, and to turn this, that was a year ago, this was basically a desert, into something that resembles greenery. We harvest grey water, we harvest rainwater, we plant succulents, we plant papayas in every single tree here, in every single tire here, and all of that simply because of people viewing our videos, and so on. Okay, so back to these plants. This will not be the only ground cover. We're still looking for the thing called chips or whatnotsvy. We had a couple of leads last week trying to get some. That never came through, but we might be able to get some this coming week to get some more medicinal plants into our food forest. Now, with the end of day 2, with the sun setting behind me, I want to thank all of you, and I hope you have a blessed night.